guys, thank you for stopping by. My name's Crystal and welcome to my channel if you're new, and welcome back if you're already a subscriber. Today we're going to go through something a little bit different. I do predominantly focus my channel on makeup and manifestation, but today we're going to go through the 5 tips that I use to reduce my stress in a really highly anxious and stressful environment that we are all living in today. So these things are what I put into practice every single day. I couldn't honestly function in my day without these things that help me calm my mind and be clear and be able to be the best version of myself every single day. So if you like these kinds of videos and you would like me to film more of these kinds of videos in the future, do not forget to give this video a big thumbs up before you leave, and also don't forget to subscribe. I upload every Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday at the moment. The Thursday is a bonus video, but I seem to be able to consistently keep that up, which is really good. And I talk about all things makeup, manifestation, minimalism and a little bit of luxury. So if that is the kind of stuff you're keen on, do not forget to subscribe and make sure you have your post notification bell turned on. And I'll also have my Instagram handles on the screen for you guys to go and check me out over there. And without further ado, let's get straight into the video. So the first technique that I use to reduce stress and calm my mind is to exercise daily. Now that doesn't need to be like going for a hardcore run or doing a HIIT session or lifting weights. That could be something as simple as just going for a walk around the block, just more or less keeping in mind your steps, like trying to get a minimum steps up, because a lot of us are working from home now. We do lose the component of daily movement, of even just getting up in the morning and going to catch the train to work, or walking to the car, or going for a walk in your lunch break, or going for a walk to the shops to go and see if you can get some food for dinner or something like that. There's a lot of movement that you would normally have in your day that is no longer there. So I feel like if you aren't moving your body, if you aren't keeping it active, you are going to find that your mind becomes a little bit more bottled and a bit more fuzzy, and exercise can really help clear your mind. It also helps your gut bacteria turn over as well, which therefore impacts your mind, because your stomach and your mind are directly connected. And then that will also tie into my next thing that I'm going to talk about. But I do feel like it helps with your digestion. So as long as your gut health is good, and through exercising and stuff you're able to use your metabolism and burn up the food that's in your belly, because you may be eating in excess at the moment for the lack of movement that we have, it'll help with your digestive system, which is really good. So what I like to do every single day, I like to run. It's just because I'm a cardio person, I quite enjoy it. I don't really like using booty bands and stuff like that. I went through a phase where I tried. It just doesn't work for me. I'm either a hardcore cardio person or I'm lifting heavy weights, and at the moment, because all the gyms are closed, we can't lift weights unless you have stuff at home, which would be awesome, but I don't. So I've been going for runs on my treadmill, which is in this room. It's actually just over there, or I go for a walk outside. So that ties into my next thing that I want to talk about, which is getting outside to get fresh air. There is a direct correlation between the level of happiness that you experience and your exposure to vitamin D. So vitamin D comes from the sun, and it's something that you can't get unless you go outside. And if you're inside all day sitting at your desk and you're not putting the effort in just to even get fresh air, it's going to have an effect on your mood and your emotions and how you're going to be able to carry yourself throughout the day. So what I like to do in the mornings, if I am going to be sitting at my desk all day, which is a regular thing for me Monday to Friday, I like to open the window that's behind me. So I burn a candle in the mornings. I don't really like having the toxic air and stuff going in my face all the time. So I open the window. Not only do I feel like it cleanses the room, it also keeps a flow of air and it keeps me awake. I feel like it's just as good as drinking coffee, opening your window and letting that air flow through the room, be it quite cold, because at the moment Australia has only just transitioned into spring, so it's not very warm at the moment, but I really do think it wakes me up, it keeps me focused, it keeps me clear, and I feel like I've got that outdoor indoor kind of feel. And being a human being, we are designed to be outside as well. We're mammals, like it's a part of who we are. So I think it's really important to focus on making sure that you do get either some sun exposure or at least fresh air every single day. This kind of links back to the thing about doing daily exercise. If you go out for a walk every single day at some point of the day, not only are you getting fresh air, you're getting exercise and you're getting your vitamin D. So honestly, it's a win-win. It's a really low impact. Like it's not like you're having to jump around or lift anything heavy. It's really, really easy to do. So there's no reason why you can't do it. Unless it's raining. If it's raining, I wouldn't go outside. I mean, who would want to go outside in the rain? That would be my next tip, is to get outside. Next is a tip that I have done a few videos on actually, and it is journaling. So I do 3 different types of journaling. I do gratitude journaling, I do scripting, and I do daily journaling. So basically just reflecting on my day. Now this has really helped me change the perspective of my mindset. So I am very much of a lack of mindset, like what I don't have in my life, I focus on those things rather than focusing on the things in my life. It's kind of like looking at it as a cup half full versus a cup half empty. I'm a cup half empty kind of person. It's just who I am. It's something that I've really been working on, because I feel like, especially in this current climate of living, if you have the cup half empty mentality, it's going to be a lot harder to survive in this new normal versus somebody who sees it as a cup half full. So that's something that I'm really trying to work on. So gratitude journaling has really helped my mindset in terms of thinking about all the things that I already have in my life that I'm grateful for, that I've been able to bring into my life, and it's a joy to have these things in my life. So the fact that I've been able to purchase something in my lifetime from Gucci, like some people will never be able to purchase anything in that luxury, and I'm just so thankful for the fact that I've been able to have these things in my life. This also ties into one of my other videos that I've been filming, which is my minimalism journey and my no buy specifically. This has been massive for me in terms of how to clear my mind, calm my mind, stay focused, and also really look at how to bring gratitude and happiness into my life through me rather than through things. So it's been a huge change for me, but I honestly think that journaling has made such a difference, because scripting, like, so many incredible things have happened to me since I started scripting. I've got a couple of videos on my channel which talk about scripting and my journey with scripting, which has been incredible. I've been able to purchase a house through scripting, which I don't think I would have been able to at this time in this climate if I wasn't scripting. So I'm very grateful for that, and honestly I think that if you've never done it, definitely check out my video on the 3 different types of journaling that I do on a daily basis. Listen to what I've got to say about the 3 different types, decide which one works for you and give it a go, because I can guarantee that it is going to change your life and definitely calm your mind and help you stay more focused and stress free. So the 4th thing that I want to talk about is reading the right kinds of literature. So for me, I was reading a lot of self-help books, but they weren't the right self-help books, if that makes sense. So I was reading things that were kind of like examples based, if that makes sense, but it was their examples. It wasn't examples that could relate to my life. I want somebody to make it very black and white as to how I am self-sabotaging myself and how I am limiting my abilities and how I can be a better version of me. And I feel like I was reading the wrong types of literature. So you kind of need to find what works for you. So for some people, it might just be reading a biography or reading a fantasy or reading a sci-fi, like finding the right kind of literature that is either going to help you hone in on the issues in your life that you want to change, or to completely distract you from your life entirely. That's up to you what you're looking for. But for me, I needed to find the right self-help books for me. Now, I have filmed a video on the top 5 self-help books that I definitely recommend everyone should read in their lifetime. I'm not quite sure if it's up just yet. If it is, I will have the thumbnail on the screen and it linked in the description box below. If not, the link will be down there when it does upload so that you can check that out. But honestly, I feel like when you find a book that speaks to you and really focuses on something that you want to change or you want to develop, it like literally just opens your eyes, and you kind of go down the rabbit hole a little bit. You kind of find a whole bunch of books and stuff, but when you find the right kind of self-help book that targets a specific thing that you're focusing on, it really can open your eyes to change and development and becoming the best version of you. And it's the best way to end your day on kind of like a light bulb moment. If you're in bed and you're reading your book at the end of the day, you've had a rough one, maybe you've been self-sabotaging yourself all day, and then you read a book that really calls you out on your attitudes and what you've been doing, and really black and white, just puts it in your face and makes you think about it, that can really have that light bulb moment and go, okay, so tomorrow I'm going to try a different method and see what happens. It can really redirect your mindset, and it can really set you up for a better day the following day, and therefore a better future. So I definitely think finding the right literature for you is literally going to completely change your mindset and therefore help you to be more calm, more stress-free, and have a better day. So the last thing that I want to talk about kind of stems from what I've just recently said. It's about calling out your ego. So your ego is what is self-sabotaging yourself. So if you're having a day and you are feeling down and you're not feeling your best and you are literally, I don't know, for example, calling yourself fat and calling yourself ugly, and you're just constantly beating yourself up for eating that donut or beating yourself up for having that glass of wine because you hadn't accounted for those calories, therefore the whole day is ruined, and then maybe you'll find yourself binge eating because you've already ruined your day's calories. Why not just go fully down the rabbit hole? Who cares? We're already here now, keep going. But basically, that is your ego self-sabotaging the best version of you. Your ego is very strong. It's predicated on things that you fear. So say, for example, if you fear not being loved because you're unattractive or overweight, it will prey on the fact that you fear being overweight and not attractive. So it will make you do things like buy more makeup when you know you might not have the finances for it, pay for things like lip filler or anti-wrinkle or getting eyelash extension or getting hair extensions put in or getting your nails done. It might prey on you paying for these things and spending a lot of time maintaining these things to be beautiful, or it will prey on the fact that you count your calories or whatnot in order to sustain a healthy lifestyle. It will basically prey on the fact that if you have a treat, you've ruined everything, so just treat yourself, go for it, eat whatever you want, and therefore you're setting yourself back 20 steps rather than just having the one donut and then enjoying it and then going back to eating well the next day. So when you're able to identify these self-sabotaging beliefs and these thoughts, and when your ego is taking control of your day and it's not you, it's actually a subconscious part of you that's not the best version of you that is taking control of your day, it actually causes more stress. It makes you unhappy. You're trying to establish change that you can't implement because there's something about you that's taking over your mindset and affecting your ability to be your best self. So what I like to do is when I feel myself going down that rabbit hole, I literally just in my brain, I go, stop, think about it. Literally every single time I just say stop, think about it, and I'm able to sit back and go, is that me or is that my ego? Like really focus on these self-sabotaging thoughts and how it's actually not serving you to be the best version of yourself. It's actually preventing you from being the best version of yourself. So honestly, you need to read the book You Are a Badass. That book really does focus on self-sabotaging beliefs and how to overcome them. It's fantastic. It's a really great place to start if you know that you are not your best friend when it comes to being the best version of yourself, that if you need to kind of retrain your mind to be better, for lack of a better way of putting it, definitely check that out. I also recommend listening to Kat John. She has a podcast called the Real Raw Relatable Podcast. It's fantastic. She calls you out on your shit basically, and yeah, honestly, I listen to her every day. I go for a walk and I listen to her. I practice what I preach. I literally listen to her. I go for a walk, I get my fresh air, I exercise daily. I really do think that these things are going to help you be the best version of yourself and deal with stress and keep your mind calm during these trying times. Give all of these things a go. Let me know how it went in the comments below. I want to know how it's changed your life, just how it's changed mine. And also do not forget to check out my other videos on mindfulness and also self-gratification and stuff like that. That's on my channel, including the law of attraction. But that's pretty much everything from me. Thank you so much for making it to the end of the video if you did. Again, do not forget to subscribe before you leave and also turn on your post notification bell, and I hope you have a lovely day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks guys, bye.